This one could cause some chaos. Let's check it out. This one is called the KOS RALF RANGNICK Austria Euro 2024 Standard. Now, in the video, it sounds like he uses KOS as chaos. So that's what I'm going to say here. The Chaos RALF RANGNICK. I cannot say his name, but there is a video on the Steam Workshop where I got this from. Definitely check it out. It tells you how he created the tactic. Unfortunately, it doesn't say how he did in FM if he tested it himself within FM. He just created the tactic, posted it, and that was about it. So we're going to check it out with our three teams of Liverpool, Aston Villa in the Premier League, and our championship side of Ipswich Town. But it was a sad end for Austria as they lost to France by a single goal, an own goal at that. So we're going to see how it does with our three teams, though. Let's jump into the Premier League and see how they did. Well, Liverpool getting 87 points is not too bad. Unfortunately, Manchester City pipped them by 2. 82 goals, though, is kind of on the low side for them. Aston Villa, though, 12th place, 44 points, 60 goals. Definitely not where they want to be. Well, Liverpool did get to the Carabao Cup final, but 1-4 loss to Arsenal, and then an FA Cup quarterfinal loss to Tottenham, 1-4. Ouch. But they did get a penalty shootout win against Newcastle in the Europa League final, 0-0 though. So overall, a pretty standard season for Liverpool. Second place is not bad, but I mean, the goals is not up there. That's what's funny. Winner, though, of the Europa League is fantastic. Runners up the Carabao Cup. Quarterfinals of the FA Cup. Squad-wise, goals 26 for Nunez, 25 for Salah. Not too bad, but the only ones in the double digit, or no, only ones in the 20s, for interestingly enough. 15 assists for Trent, Mohamed Salah with 14, and then average rating Szoboszlai with a 7.42. Only 10 starts. Aston Villa having a different time. Semi-finals is where they drop out in the Carabao Cup. 0-3 to Arsenal. They do draw the home leg, but unfortunately that away leg just loses them out. But Chelsea dropped them out in the FA Cup quarters 0-3. They do, however, get to the Europa Conference League final, but another 0-0 penalty shootout. This time a loss. Unfortunately, runners-up this time around. You get beaten by Eintracht Frankfurt. Overall, I mean, cup-wise, not bad. Semifinals, quarterfinals, and runner-up, but 12th place in the league is pretty awful. Squad-wise, not a lot of green here at all. 23 goals for Zaniolo. Diaby only was 16, though. Assist 10 flat is the tops, Matty Cash. Average rating, you get Tyrone Mings in there with 1, but Lucas Digne with his 7.08. Data hub-wise, I mean, Liverpool's still having some kind of attacking prowess, and their goals just aren't there. But 2.16 is it for goals per game, 1.05 conceded, and 0.99 XG against. Aston Villa, on the other hand, way down on the attacking side, up on the dribbles, but goals per game 1.58, and then 1.74 conceded, 1.50 XG against. And if we take a look, the defensive side, I mean, it's kind of really all over the place. I mean, fouls made per game is really up there, meaning that they're lower on the side and actually below Premier League average. So it's kind of interesting how the others are kind of the problem areas. Well, Premier League stats, Liverpool with a 2.29 points per game, Aston Villa all the way down in 12th with only 1.16. And then switching over to the main view, Liverpool in second with 82 goals, Aston Villa in 8th with 60. Fewest shots against, Liverpool in 4th with 293. Most possession, 56 down to 51%. Most dribbles made, Aston Villa in first with this one, 772. Liverpool's 692. Best pass completion, 89% down to 88 for Aston Villa. And then most shots for Liverpool with only 574. Aston Villa in 8th with 440. But now with our Premier League teams not faring all the greatest, how does Ipswich Town do? Well, they're in second place, 4 points off of lead leaders Leeds. 90 goals, though, is pretty down. They didn't do too badly in the Carabao Cup, though, up to the quarterfinals, losing out to Manchester United 0-2, and then FA Cup third round immediately against Peterborough 2-3. So overall, I mean, they're really down in a lot of the points and the goals and things like that. But FA Cup, Carabao Cup, Carabao Cup, actually, they did pretty well. FA Cup, whatever. Squad-wise, yeah, that's more the green that we're expecting. 21 goals, though, for Hurst. That's not too bad in only 18 appearances, interestingly enough. Assists, 13 for Caden Jackson, 11 for Leif Davis. Average rating, 7.34 for Leif Davis. Championship stats, though, Ipswich in second with 2.04 points per game. Most goals in third with 90. That's definitely low. Fewest shots against in fourth with 408. most possession with 53%, most dribbles made in third with 923, and then most shots for in second with 629. Now, the tactic itself. Sweeper keeper in support is where we start. Fullbacks on the left and the right in support. Ball playing defenders in the middle in defend. A deep lying playmaker in support next to a halfback in defend. An inverted winger in support on both the left and the right. An advanced playmaker in attack. And then an advanced forward in attack up front. Positive mentality. In possession attacking width is fairly narrow. A focus play through the middle, play out of defense, passing directness is shorter, tempo is higher, low crosses and run at defense. In transition, counter press, counter, distribute to the back line and take short kicks. And then out of possession, a high press line of engagement, a higher defensive line, trigger press much more often, prevent short goalkeeper distribution, and trap outside. But now how did it do for our three teams? Well, I mean, Ipswich Town not doing too badly, 94 points. Definitely under where they have been in the last several weeks, 2 months. But 94 points, I mean, they're still automatically promoted. I think if you took control, you could do a bit better here. But overall, it didn't seem to work as well as a lot of the tactics that we've covered lately. Liverpool and Aston Villa, well, Liverpool in second place. Again, it's about average, 87 points, 82 goals. Definitely, this is not a high press attacking tactic that we've seen in the past, which gets Liverpool upwards of 100 plus goals, 115 or thereabouts. They can do really well in that that just really flat out attacking mindset. This seems to be more of a defensive mindset. It does seem like there is some chaos with it. Aston Villa, unfortunately, suffering because of it. 12th in the league is pretty abysmal. 44 points, only 60 goals, I guess. But I mean, there's a lot of room to grow. I'm not sure you can pull it up all the way into the Champions League spots with this. You really have to finagle it and get into the transfer market, really put some brand new players in some of those positions. But overall, I mean, hey, you get your hands into it, you could probably do a much better job. I think you really got to figure it out and tweak the tactic, tweak your players, things like that. But that is it for me, Sefian FM, for the Football Manager blog channel, saying thank you as always for watching. Take care and enjoy.